everybody, this is it. The last day of VEDA. Tammy is excited about it. I don't know if I'm excited or not. It's been an adventure, and I completed it. I've done all 30 days. I haven't missed any. Like I said yesterday, I feel like a few of them I kind of phoned in, but for the most part, I think it went really well. I'm really kind of excited about the fact that I did an art piece. I mean, it's the first time that I've done one since college that I actually finished. And I did not get a ton of questions, so I'm going to use the last bit of VEDA prompts. What do you get most nostalgic about when it comes to the pre-smartphone era? I'm not nostalgic for a whole lot when it comes to pre-smartphone. You know, one thing that I do miss a little bit is paper maps, because I used to spend a lot of time just looking. I had a Rand McNally Road Atlas, and I would just look at it and kind of fantasize about going places. I don't really do that anymore. What is your favorite holiday? That's easy. It's Christmas, and that is because it's not just a day, it's a whole season. What is the nicest thing someone's ever done for you?
Buried you.
I don't mean this to sound materialistic or anything, because it's absolutely not. It's the opposite of that. We had some friends back when we lived in Colorado the first time who really bailed us out when we got into a pinch on some stuff and we needed some money. Because of my layoffs and things, I had some problems with taxes and ended up having a kind of a big tax bill that I owed. And CJ Applequist loaned me a big chunk of money and told me something that I have since adopted and used myself, and that is, God is my accountant. In other words, you pay me back when you feel like you can pay me back, and God will provide for both of us in the meantime. And what was interesting is, while I was still paying him back, CJ lost his job, and so it ended up where, at least I hope, the money that I was paying back to him maybe helped him out through kind of a tight spot. It was really kind of unsolicited. It was something he offered to do, and that was just amazing to me. And it kind of changed the way that I deal with people who are in need. Who would you love to have coffee with, and why? Now, I don't know if this is one of those alive or dead questions. If it's anybody in all of history, Noah probably would be very interesting to sit down and talk with. What time do you wake up on the weekend? My body is in that time of life where it wakes up on the same time every day, no matter what. So right around 6 o'clock. If I'm really tired, I'll sleep in until maybe 7. How do you pamper yourself? I don't really pamper myself so much as allow myself to be lazy. What's your favorite movie? This has changed many times over the years. Randy Pants recently posted something on Facebook where you could tell he was watching Willow, and that for a long, long time was my favorite movie. Return of the Jedi is probably up in the top 3. Princess Bride, definitely. I have lots of favorite movies. What is my favorite sport? My favorite sport to watch is NFL football. My favorite sport to play is basketball, although I haven't done it in ages. What huge goal do you have that you hope to achieve someday? Wow, what huge goal. Oh, well, yeah. My huge goal is to live in a cabin in the mountains where I can't see my neighbors. That's my huge goal. How has your opinion on video creation changed over this month? I think this month has made me a little more picky about how I do my videos. I think it has made me more critical of YouTube in general, of, like I said, feel like some of my videos I really kind of phoned it in. I kind of cheated and did easy stuff, and I have noticed that in a lot of watching other VEDAs, and not just VEDAs, but other video channels, you can really tell when someone's heart is not in it, when they're just doing it to go through the motions, and it takes all the fun out when that happens. Day 30, you made it. Yes, I did. Are you going to continue with video? Well, obviously. I still have my weekly work from home Fridays, mostly weekly. That's still, for this year, for 2017, I have not committed to do every week, so I may miss a couple without consequence. But for the most part, I do a work from home Friday every week, and please subscribe and watch them. I think they're a lot of fun. And how will your VEDA friends follow along with you going forward? Twitter is not bad. I do check Twitter on a fairly regular basis. Really, the best way is YouTube, because I get notifications through email when someone comments or starts a discussion in YouTube, so that'd be really the best way. And now we're down to the last square of this thing, and I think it came out really cool. There is some stuff hidden in there. I will go ahead and show you guys. Like right here is TRINT99, Trent 99, and over here is VEDA, VEDA, and 2017. I don't know if you can see that in there. So what does Trent 99 mean? That one actually came from Tammy. 99 was a year in which I created a lot of online accounts, and so I used 99 for that. It is also the year that I got married. Woohoo, says Tammy. It's gonna be hard to talk and draw at the same time, I just noticed. Randy asked, when is Shampoo 2 coming out? That's a funny question because he knows that my shampoo Work From Home Friday video is my #1 favorite. I don't know how you would do a sequel to that, but if I can figure it out, I will. And also, up in this corner, there's a little eye in a circle, and if you ever see that, you can click on it and it'll open up the cards for the links for videos that I'm recommending. I noticed in my YouTube analytics that my cards aren't getting clicked, so if you see that, it means I'm trying to show you something to go look at, like I just did with the shampoo video. Louise Martin, my VEDA buddy down in Sydney, asks, will you ever make the trek to Australia? I would love to, but I don't know if it will ever actually happen. That is a long flight. I think it would be cool, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. My sister Sabra asked me, and this was probably not so much a question for this video, but she's probably really wanting to know, where are your first videos? And she's not talking about my first ever YouTube videos. She's talking about the fact that when I was a young teenager and we had one of those big, huge on-your-shoulder VHS camcorders, I did a lot of video back then. I actually did some stop motion animations with some clay and actually did a paper like hand-drawn animation. I do still have somewhere a beta videotape, yeah, that's how old that is, that has supposedly all of my old stuff on it, although I don't know because I can't find anywhere that will, that will rip that beta videotape to digital. I do also have, I believe, a VHS tape that has all of my old stuff on it. That I need to dig out, and I still have been holding on to desperately an old VHS tape player that I knew someday I would figure out how to get those files, those videos off of VHS tape and get them digitized. And if I ever do, I promise you guys will be the first to know because I'll start posting them to YouTube promptly because I'm excited about getting them off of there too. There's some neat old stuff on there. I asked Tammy if she had any questions, and she said, no, I already know everything about you, and that's quite true. I'm doing very poorly on this last section. This is not going very well because I'm trying to straddle the camera here so y'all can get a little more intimate view. It also might be that I'm trying to talk while I'm drawing, and that, as I have discussed, multitasking is not a strength of mine. Come on, pen. It's the last day. So all you gotta do is finish this last square and then you'll be retired. So my sister also asked me, when you get to heaven, what is the first thing you'll tell Mom about? And that's a very curious question. When I get to heaven, I'm probably going to be asking more than telling about anything. But, if she's interested in what was going on down here, well, I will definitely mention to her that Dad got remarried, and that was a little bit of a surprise. I'll also probably tell her about a lot of the adventures that we had living in Colorado and the stuff we did in the mountains. She was an adventure kind of person and would like to hear about that kind of stuff. Naturally, if I meet that previously discussed goal of having my own place in the mountains where I got, the woods to myself, I'll definitely tell her about that. She'd love that. But I think more I will be asking about what it's been like for her there than telling her about what it's been like for me here, because that would be much more interesting. Here's a good question that I am going to pose to you guys. What should I do with this now that I'm done with it? My original thought when I thought about doing this was at the end of the month I'd have some interest in it, and I would like put it on eBay or something silly like that and see if anybody wanted it. You know, not for a lot of money, just enough to cover shipping. So does anybody want it? Is that an interest that any viewers have? I could certainly do that, or I can just hang it up in my house, or I could gift it to someone. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But there it is. It's finished. Dun, dun, dun. So there's the art piece, all finished and done. And that's VEDA, all finished and done. Thanks everybody, it's been a fun ride. Please subscribe and keep watching for my Work From Home Fridays, and comment below and let me know what you think, and let's communicate, let's stay in touch. We'll see y'all next time.